All right, what is going on, Banter fan? Welcome into the Thursday edition of In the Game, and I am your host, Hustle. And as always, we will be diving into the crypto gaming markets today, and I'm super excited to discuss everything that we now know about Ultra's exclusive first-person shooter launch on their upcoming platform. As we saw on their roadmap, for 2022, we had the exclusive FPS game, which will be exclusively available only on Ultra Games' distribution platform, which acts as the Steam of crypto gaming, where you can access multiple different titles on one application. And as we see here, Elarium will be the AAA FPS built on Unreal Engine 5, which will be brought to us exclusively on Ultra. We're going to dive into every single thing that we know about the project so far. We'll take a look at the cinematic trailer as well and overview kind of some of the assets and what to look forward to from this project. Without further ado, let's get in the game.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you ain't here to hustle, why is you here? But if you here to hustle, the moon is near. It's crypto Banter, not financial advice. If you don't listen, what's the cost, what's the price? This ain't a game, put you on game. I know we gon' play, but ain't a mistake. If you ain't here to hustle, why is you here? But if you here to hustle, the moon is near. It's crypto Banter, not financial advice. If you don't listen, what's the cost, what's the price? This ain't a game, put you on game. I know we gon' play, but ain't here to play. If you get lost, show you the way.
All right, and let's dive right into it. As this morning, we saw the partnership announcement between Avant Labs and Ultra, as they say they are excited to reveal that they have teamed up with Ultra to exclusively deliver Elarium on Ultra Games, which will be the action-packed AAA first-person shooter coming to Ultra's platform. And as people know here that watch this channel, I came from a background of esports, first-person shooters, Call of Duty. So looking for a AAA first-person shooter on the blockchain, we have some coming up in the years coming with Shrapnel and a couple other projects. But then we see Elarium coming in here on Ultra. And everything on Elarium looks very, very solid. And I want to go ahead and watch this cinematic trailer with you guys. Now, keep in mind, always have a grain of salt when you watch a cinematic trailer. This is not gameplay. This is not the official look of the game, but the characters look super detailed. And this is the exact character format which they will be rolling with. And honestly, I'm super, super bullish on this project from everything that I have seen so far, as we see the Elarium characters here with the helmet, and they have like I think it's kind of a meme here because they have the poop in the hand, kind of like as if he was trading a shit coin, let's just say, for example. And, you have so many different elements between the helmets, the weapons, the armor with these characters. As you see, it's kind of in an outer space style world, and everything looks very, very solid in this trailer. And as mentioned, this is a cinematic trailer. This is not gameplay, but this is the type of games that is going to potentially bridge actual first-person shooter junkies, FPS guys, esports guys, over to the space when they see something this graphically appealing in a first-person shooter format. And as they say, they're going to the drop zone here. I cannot play the audio on stream because of copyright. They play music and stuff like that. But the world, it's kind of like a rundown planet here that they're going to. And it's very, the open worlds look good. The environments look great. The ship designs look amazing. And as mentioned, these characters just look so detailed. So whenever I watched this morning, I was just so happy with what I saw from Ultra's Elarium here. And we'll kind of watch the final part of this trailer as one of these guys gets gunned down, and as we see part of the action sequences potentially as they're walking off of the ship onto the planet, the middle guy gets taken out, and they're probably about to go into a massive battle. And as you see the character there taking cover, and we see Elarium. So this was the debut trailer, the cinematic trailer for this project. So let's go ahead and dive into literally every single thing that we know about this project so far. So here is what, the NFT characters potentially do look like. And we'll go not only to the art style, we have a breakdown on Elarium's website of the traits of each of these characters. So let's go ahead and roll through it as we see the headpiece. So the headpiece are uniquely designed between each faction and species. So there's different species and factions within this game. And then we'll go down to the weapons. Each character have weapons, which are either assault rifles, handguns, snipers, or shotguns. Let's roll down to the next piece of assets, which is the exosuit, which is basically your armor. As they say, it's a mechanical system that strengthens the humans in and out of combat. Very straightforward. It's your armor. Think of it as Halo Master Chief armor. You take a little more damage than average, for example. It's able to deflect some bullets off. And you're able to retain more health in the game with a better exosuit would be my thought process on that. And then the clothing attributes, which are designed by gender, faction, and species. And then the last thing here is the holster, the extra space to carry the melee weapon or other gadgets and the melee weapon. So as you see here, there's a knife. I'm assuming there's going to be a police baton. There's going to be some sort of machete. There's going to be different types of melee weapons here to equip. So you have so much between the helmets, the armor, the melee weapons, the holster, the weapons. And I'm sure that all of these assets potentially could be like NFT assets. If it's going to, the way it's put together here, the headpieces are going to be NFTs. The guns are going to be NFTs. The holsters are going to be NFTs. The way that they're laying this out, I really like this element because you can pick and choose and customize your character based on the assets and the exosuits that you want to fit into your character in the game. So that looks really amazing. And we see the roadmap here, and they're already done with the first couple of phases. They've already done the market research and the basic game design, UE5 game prototype. They're here on phase 3 right now. So cinematic trailer part 1 just dropped. That's what we just watched a couple of minutes ago. And the animated story is coming up as well, along with the humans NFT drop. So their very first character NFT drop is coming up as well. We'll see phase 4 bring another NFT drop, token IDO and centralized exchange listing, and gamified NFT staking launch. So whenever you do get your human NFT or your Zoids NFT drop, which are another faction in the game, the factions of characters, I believe there are 3 different factions. So they'll be able to stake your NFT characters for potential rewards as well, gamified NFT staking. And then they did say on their Twitter about Q1 2023, we can expect this title to go live. And as we see here in phase 6, we'll have the open beta game launch, as well as beta tournaments and the official launch trailer. So about Q1 2023, we should see Elarium actually coming to the center stage and being put out on Ultra Games. Because as we know, Ultra Games will roll out later this year. So their platform is rapidly upcoming. They have the unique marketplace for NFTs, which will be the home for these NFTs. You'll be able to trade your helmets, your weapons, your melee weapons, etc. right there, all on Ultra's interface, which makes me super bullish, not only for the Elarium project, but also the whole entire Ultra ecosystem. This just brings another layer, an exclusive game that you can only trade these assets and play this game on Ultra's ecosystem. It brings a connected feel to those players who know they cannot get this game anywhere else but in-house with Ultra Games, which will roll out later this year. And then we see the team. So they do have a team that is fully doxed for the most part. A couple of them use characters, but as we see here, they are fully doxed, and 40 experienced team members and counting, driven by a deep passion for gaming and crypto. And knowing the Ultra team, having talked with them in the past, I know that these guys vet these games and vet these projects very well. They would have not let a game come in here and be their exclusive FPS if it was going to be some rug or some scam. So this project, I do believe, will make major noise in the space whenever this does launch. When is the token release? We do not know, but on the roadmap, for example, we do see, I believe they say in phase 5 here, or phase 4, we see token IDO and centralized exchange listing. So that's the next phase of the roadmap, for example. So I'm looking forward to that. Fully doxed team. They'll be revealing their advisors soon, and they are partnered officially with Ultra, obviously. And we see here, what is Elarium in their own words? It is a gaming project developing its own metaverse with the help of its upcoming NFTs and tokens. When does it launch? The NFT collections will be released on the Ethereum blockchain with an announcement soon. And they kind of go through how the mint funds will be used. Will there be a token? All that good stuff. And we can go here and you can actually listen to Ultra Chill's latest podcast, which goes over everything about Avant Labs and the upcoming FPS Elarium. And that's with the Ultra team, with the Elarium team. They go over everything about the game, about the Ultra ecosystem, how it's going to play into the ecosystem. Highly advise you take a look at that after the show. And then they already have over 1,000 members in their Discord in just basically one day. And if you go in there, you invite some friends into their Discord, you have a chance to get whitelisted for the NFT drop. So I know a lot of people are sending out mass invites trying to get that whitelist spot because this project will be heavily sought after. And I don't disagree that, that should be the case, right? This game looks absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. The cinematic trailer looks great. Being backed by Ultra, if you don't know, the guys from Ultra have built shooters in the past. The co-CEOs were part of a company. They've been in the gaming industry 20 plus years. They have built first-person shooters, even within the last 5 to 10 years, that have been pretty successful. And that gameplay will be furthered here through the help of Avant Labs and the Elarium project. And we know that this will be on Unreal Engine 5. This is going to look absolutely so sharp. And, just take a look at some of these visuals, for example. In the spaceship here, we see this visual here when they're rolling through space from the cinematic trailer. Everything just looks absolutely insane. And we see the skin value. So these will be the rarity levels of the skins as well. So we have commons, uncommons, rares, epics, and legendaries. And then a state of decay. So there will be a decay level for your character, which is very cool. It's a fresh, worn, or a battle-scarred character. That is awesome. Think about someone who's done 6 tours in the war, right? That is a battle-scarred character. Or a fresh character is someone who just enlisted in the arms and is ready to fight. That would be a fresh character. So there's a lot of unique elements here to the ecosystem. And all in all, I cannot wait for more news on Elarium and from Ultra Games on just when the NFT drop is exactly going to launch, when the game is going to launch officially. I really hope to get my hands on that beta access later this year as well and be able to share my thoughts on the gameplay, because this just looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. And this is a step forward. We need games that look this good to bring in and bridge the gap between Web3 or Web2 first-person shooters, such as, let's just say, Counter-Strike, Valorant. You have Call of Duty. There's so many Apex Legends. There's first-person shooters out there, but there are no first-person shooters that look anything like this on the blockchain. Like, not even close. So once these types of games hit, whenever Elarium comes around on Ultra, as mentioned, Shrapnel, another first-person shooter project, these games will turn the tide and potentially actually bring those guys into the space who have been grinding Warzone forever. And they have all these unlocks from the battle pass, but they can't make money on the game unless you're an esports player. And everyone knows esports guys, you have to be a top 0.1% player to make money in Web2 games and esports. So I do think that this project looks very, very sharp, and I'm looking forward to Ultra's exclusive first-person shooter. Yeah, I have heard of Project Quantum. I've talked about it a lot, actually. I have talked about Project Quantum here on this channel and on my old Hustlepedia channel as well. It's a first-person shooter I do have my eyes on. It's another one of those. It looks like Apex Legends. So, between like Elarium, Project Quantum, Shrapnel, these games all look like games that could potentially set the tide and bring in more users to Web3. And in my opinion, that's the biggest goal for us in the space right now. If you're a crypto gamer, we need those games that are fun so we can actually go out and market to people like, hey, this game is amazing. It's not a, hey, I'm making money in this game. This game is so fun. And oh, by the way, you have the opportunity to trade your NFTs that you earned, your gun skins, your armor, etc. These will all be tradable assets for you to potentially monetize your time and your in-game experience. So I cannot wait for Elarium from the Ultra Games ecosystem. And this just furthers how bullish I am on Ultra. Now that they have launched this, I'm looking forward to their launch of their exclusive sports game as well. And I will keep you updated on every bit of news we get on Elarium going forward. I am going to get out of here for the day, though. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed the video. If you are bullish on Ultra and the Elarium first-person shooter, subscribe to the channel as well. Monday through Friday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on In the Game. I am here every single day. I'll be back tomorrow to close out the week on the Friday show with a big show planned. I'll be there tomorrow. Play well, my friends.
Yeah.